Yo, what's going on, everyone? Kyle Russ here, talking about breath training, talking about oxygen efficiency, and that's the goal of oxygen or breath training, is to become efficient with your oxygen, to get more of it in, to make it last longer. To teach this, I always explain it like this: the oxygen pathway, and it has 3 steps. Number 1 is intake. That's taking a big full breath, so that has to do with lung capacity and diaphragm strength and proper breathing mechanics. And the second step is distribution. So that's like your cardio system, your heart pumping your blood through your arteries into your body. Number 3 is absorption. So that's getting the oxygen out of your blood and into your muscles where it can be used as fuel. Now, if any of those are blocked, the oxygen pathway is cut off. So you have to have efficiency in all 3 of those areas. So today, specifically, I want to talk to you about supplements that can improve all these layers: intake, distribution, and absorption. So the first one is a ketogenic or a ketone supplement. So your brain uses glycogen to burn as fuel. So when you think, that takes about 20% of your body's oxygen. The reason why is because to break down glycogen, your body needs oxygen to oxidate it. So it breaks it down using oxygen. So it needs oxygen and glycogen for you to think. But if you have ketones, ketones don't need oxygen to be broken down, and they can be used as fuel for your brain. So if you're on a ketogenic diet and your body is converting fat into ketones, then that's happening. But if you take a ketone supplement, even if you're not on a ketogenic diet, your body uses the most efficient fuel possible, so it'll use this right away. So if you drink this an hour, half an hour before you go surfing, your brain will start using this as fuel, and that'll free up more oxygen to use in your muscles. So it'll increase your available oxygen. So that's increases the intake part, so more oxygen in your tank. The second part is distribution. This one's called Shroom Tech Sport. It's made by Onnit. Both of these are made by Onnit. And it's like a pre-workout, but it's a non-stimulant. And non-stimulant is super important because it won't elevate your heart rate, which won't affect your ability to hold your breath. Because if you're surfing, you're holding your breath all the time. If you have an elevated heart rate, like if you drink too much coffee before you surf and you get all jittery, that can be a really big negative. It really decreases your ability to hold your breath, decrease your oxygen efficiency, and all that stuff. So this you can take at night if you're going to be surfing a night session. You can still sleep, no problem. And what this does, it's an endurance booster, so it'll increase your cardiovascular capacity, the amount of reps you can do, and your APT production, which is just basically just like your fuel cells. So it increases that, so it increases cardiovascular endurance and muscular endurance without affecting your ability to hold your breath. So this is very good for a surf-specific pre-workout. So this is good for the distribution part of the oxygen, pumping that oxygen-rich blood through your body. And the third one is absorption. So this one here is by Onnit as well, is nitric oxide. So the reason breathing into your nose when you're training, when you're working out, is so important because one of the reasons is because it mixes the oxygen with nitric oxide when it goes through your nose. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. That means it dilates your blood vessels. So if you think about your arteries carrying the blood as the door, or as the hallway, blood vessels are the door to your muscles. So those have to be open. That's the absorption part. So if you have oxygen-rich blood, but it's not getting to your muscles, again, that's a block in the oxygen pathway. So this opens them up. So if you aren't doing nasal breathing, then you won't be getting that absorption part, and this won't even help you at all. So only if you have proper breathing mechanics does this one make sense to take, and only if you're more advanced, if you're really going to be surfing a hardcore swell or things like that. So these can use, I call these the power stack. So using all 3 of these at once, they mix together. So this one's a watermelon flavor, this one's a fruit flavor, so they just mix together, and this one's a pill. So it's super, super easy to do. The reason I'm posting this right now is because I've been using Onnit products my whole life. I was looking into making one of these, a supplement. I was talking to suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and I couldn't pull the trigger. It was super expensive to start up, and I wasn't sure if I could make something better than this or compete with this. And this is the one I use anyways. So I probably just promote these now. So these are the best thing out there. It's something that I've been using for close to 8 years now, and it's really important right now because they're doing their semi-annual sale. These regular $100 are 60% off, so they're $40, and these are so valuable to me. I mix them in all my smoothies so you don't have to add a sweetener. It tastes the best tasting. I've tried 6 or 7 different brands of ketone supplements, and the worst part about all the other supplements is they're impossibly sweet. They're like disgustingly sweet, and this one's just perfect, I find. And then these as well go with it. So if you are really, really motivated, you really want to test all this stuff out, it's the best time because it's cheaper. And trying all three would be the best. But if you only want to get one in order of importance, I would say I listed them in the order of importance. So this one would be you get the most benefit from. This one probably number 2, and this one number 3. And only if you have proper breathing mechanics. If you don't have proper breathing mechanics, then none of this stuff won't even help you. So that's number 1. But if you are and you're in the right place here, we're talking about breath training all the time. So if you're at that stage and you're ready to kick it up another notch, you can keep these, and you don't have to take them every day. You can take them before a workout. That helps a lot, and I do that. But it can be expensive to take them for every single session. So when the swell's big and you know you're gonna be holding your breath a lot, you know you're gonna be caught inside, you know you're gonna be fighting hard, this stuff will really give you the extra mile, will give you the extra breath hold time, the extra endurance, the extra gear, the extra wave. When that set of the day, the year, or your life rolls through, you wanna make sure you got what it takes to be on that wave, not under it. So yeah, my name's Kyle Russ. I'll put a link here to all this stuff to where the sale is going on right now, and it ends on Sunday. So if you're into it, definitely check it out. It's worth it. I swear by this stuff. I use it all the time, and I think you'll like it too. Kyle Russ with Hydro Man. Thanks a lot for watching.